Now going to return to the mayoralty candidates. In light of the excess space that the new municipal office building will have, would you use some of that space to provide for a local food bank that would be accessible by public transit?
I think that's a no-brainer. There's all kinds of additional space from the last space plan that I saw at the council meeting when they presented the floor plate. So I believe that that would be a opportunity. I don't know if it's the best opportunity. When I was in council, I was working with the Lighthouse Baptist on Main Street, who has a lot of extra space, who at that time, Lindsay, was offering that space for a food bank, which I think would be a far greater demand and location for people to get to without having to worry about the transit service. And transit service currently runs along Main Street as well. So yes, I would support that, but there is other alternatives.
Well, I've met the last couple of years with the food bank people and the committee, and residents have to realize this is very confidentiality and where they want to go. And I told them right up front, I do not want their job. They do an excellent job, the committee does, and they know what they're doing. So we've asked them to come. If they wanted to find a location, I would work with them. They said they're quite happy where they are right now. So if they want to stay where they are, that's fine with me. They're very accessible. You just have to pick the phone number up, and if it's not on a Tuesday when they're open, they'll open up for you, for anybody that needs the food. So I think before we put them anywhere, I want them to ask us where they'd like to relocate, because they're the ones that know what's all about the food bank. And don't forget, September 30th is our major food drive, and we want to fill Latcham Hall. Thank you.
Usually if you're using the food bank, you don't have too much money to get there, whether you have to get transit or gas in your car. Where we're located right now is a great situation for people that know where it is. However, I think there should always be more than one outlet. If we're willing and able to have enough volunteers out there to open up another location, I say have 5 or 6. If we're able to use the building, let's use the building. That doesn't mean that necessarily we have to shut down other resources. Food banks, like I said, I did live off one. It was one of the most humiliating experiences of my life. I went from feeling like I was this rich, married, beautiful woman to feeling like this poor, depressed little creature that had to go in and beg for food. It was very odd for me because I'm used to being the person giving, not taking. And the more we can give, the better we have it. I love the fact that the supermarkets even have the bins and that you can just pay for your $10 and drop it in. I support the food bank and as many locations as possible. Thank you.
I am in agreement with all 3 mayoral candidates that the food bank is an essential asset to our municipality. However, I do also believe that we should have more than one facility. We should have satellite facilities within the areas where it makes it easy for people to get to. Again, areas where people can go where they feel comfortable and where they feel that their privacy is still kept private. Again, moving forward, I believe that any option that we have to use as a food bank and to collect food for those that need, I believe we should continue with that and give what those who are asking for food need help. Thank you.